welcome to another episode of Electronic Cafe Celebrates, where we're looking at and celebrating albums that are 40 years old. One I want to talk about very briefly now is Tonight by the fabulous Mr. David Bowie. It was the 16th studio album released in September of 84. The follow-up to his most commercially successful record, Let's Dance.
I guess that Tonight is kind of the sequel to the hugely successful Let's Dance album released 18 months before in 1983. And in Tonight, Bowie delivers another album in the same style.
It was written and recorded in mid-84 at the studio in Morin Heights in Canada. And that was following the conclusion of the Serious Moonlight tour.
Bowie purposefully made the album sound similar to Let's Dance and the Serious Moonlight tour because he felt that the new fans expected to hear the same thing on the new album as they did on the one before. The album contains 3 great singles, Blue Jean, Tonight and Loving the Alien, and of course it was a platinum selling album and a commercial success. But despite that, there was little critical acclaim and is generally regarded as a weak Bowie album.
Bowie, Derek Bramble and Hugh Padgham co-produced the album. A lot of the same personnel that was on Let's Dance, and the accompanying tour returned for Tonight with a few additions.
For Tonight, Bowie only wrote 2 new songs himself. 3 songs, including the title track, were covers of Iggy Pop songs, and there was also a cover of God Only Knows by the Beach Boys, which I believe was originally penciled in for selection on the Bowie covers album Pin-Ups in 1973.
Everything will be alright tonight. Everything will be alright tonight. No one moves, no one talks, no one thinks, no one walks tonight.
Along with Iggy Pop, the album also contains guest performances from the likes of Tina Turner and Mark King from Level 42.
Much of Bowie's creative process was the same as he used on Let's Dance, similarly playing no instruments and offering a little creative input into the musicians.
Following the Let's Dance album and the Serious Moonlight mega tour, Bowie said he wanted to go further with the next record, i.e. this one, aiming to explore R&B, funk and reggae, and he also decided not to work with Let's Dance co-producer Nile Rodgers again, which Rodgers said was Bowie wanting to prove he could make hits without the celebrated hits maker. But let's be honest, Bowie was damned if you do, damned if you don't. He would have been under immense pressure to follow up the mega successful Let's Dance campaign, and if its follow-up had been an obscure avant-garde release, he would have also been criticised.
Supported by the singles Blue Jean, Tonight and Loving the Alien, it was a commercial success as an album reaching #1 in the UK, but critical reception was poor, with most finding a lack of creativity.
Bowie himself said the thing with Tonight was that it didn't have any concept behind it. It was a collection of songs. It just sounded sort of jumbled. It didn't hold together that well as an album, although if you take any song out of context and play it, it sounds pretty good. But if you play it as an album, it just doesn't work.
I kind of see, compared to the diamonds that he created in his previous albums, I can understand why, but it's still an album worth checking out because it is, after all, for me, the greatest frontman singer ever lived, David Bowie.
But hey, despite his criticism, 40 years on, we're still talking about it. After all, it's David Bowie, and it's also one of the most instantly recognisable album covers of that era.
So, let's celebrate the fact that Tonight by David Bowie is 40 years old. Check it out.
They always let you down when you need them. Oh, Blue Jean, this heaven is sweeter than Blue Jean. She got a police bike. She got turned up nose. Sometimes I feel like outside the boy is lying, but mostly he is crying, and he just shouts in anger. You'll find him interesting. Look at his eyes. Did you see his crazy eyes? You're so surprised he doesn't build for you. I will love you till I reach the end. I will love you till I die. I will see long as there are stars above you, you'll never need